My name is Autumn Carolyn, and today I'm going to be creating a video for you that's going to be talking about my art exhibitions. I'm also going to be sharing with you a little bit about myself and what I do. Sorry. Whew! I am nervous. Why am I so nervous? It's just me and a camera. There's nobody else here. All right. Hello, camera. You and I are going to chat a little bit. At my high school, there were a bunch of different electives that you could take. Some were running or sprinting, badminton, weightlifting. But I will tell you that I am not an athletic person. I decided to do an elective, and it was film photography. Every weekend, we would have a different assignment that would be to go someplace and take pictures for your homework. And so my friends and I in this photography course would go on a train and tell the train conductor to surprise us. Don't tell us where it is until the stop comes. And then we all got out. When I was 15, there was not a chance that I thought that I would become a travel photographer. I wanted to be like a first grade teacher. And then I did invitation to teach, and I taught first grade, and I was like, yeah, I don't think I can do this. So now I'm here. I started off when I was studying abroad, and I studied abroad in Canterbury, Christ Church University in England. I kind of had this idea to go to all these different countries every weekend. I had school on Tuesday to Thursday, and Thursday right after class I would take the train straight from Canterbury to London, and then I would sleep over in the airport on Thursday night, and Friday morning I would take the earliest flight out to a different country. So this idea of traveling to all the different countries started off my life with this whole idea of wanting to travel. So I decided just to put my application into multiple different places all over. And I came across this one application that was for a flight attendant. So I decided to go ahead and put my application in. And then 10 days later, I got a phone call that said that we would like to interview you to be a flight attendant. And I just remember being like, what? This is crazy. They want to interview me? Like, I didn't think that there was any chance that this could happen. And it was 6 days a week, 12 hours a day, waking up at like 4:30 to 5:30 in the morning and making sure that you pass every single course. And every week, at the end of the week, they would have a quiz. And you had to have at least a 90 or above, or else you would have to be kicked out of the program and you weren't allowed to go on to the next week. One of the hardest things that I've ever done was flight attendant training. I didn't think that it was possible that I would be able to get through it. And every week I thought, okay, today is the day I'm gonna go home, and that's okay. I made it. And I became a flight attendant, which was so incredible. I got to be based in my favorite city, Minneapolis. I really loved my experience becoming one because I learned the ins and outs of a plane. I learned how to become a people person and talk with people from all around the world. But then the biggest thing was that my husband got a job in a different state. So we moved to Wisconsin, and at the time I didn't want to go through the commute from one place to the other and then further from that going from there onto my trip, because it adds on extra time. I know from Wisconsin to Minnesota it doesn't seem like it's that big, but in the grand scheme of things, when you are super tired and you have been working for like 7 days straight and you just want to go home and collapse in your own bed, it can really take a toll on you and on your body. So I said goodbye and I quit being a flight attendant. And I was thinking, you know, I still love to travel and I still want to do something else. And so that's when becoming a travel agent came into play. I applied to a bunch of different travel agencies. I told them about how I studied abroad and how I was a flight attendant and I'd gone to these different set of countries. And I got a position and I learned how to create trips for other people. And then we were in Wisconsin for a few years. My husband then got a job back in Minnesota for a different company. So we moved back to Minnesota. And I then got a position as a travel design manager. My job would be to design incentive trips for corporations across the globe. And then the pandemic hit and travel was just so crazy. People were canceling left and right. People were getting laid off. I decided to quit my job and I decided to go all in on a totally different idea, which was being a travel photographer. I have 2 dogs and a cat and a husband. They're all rescues. One of them is a husky. He's crazy and he sheds a ton, but I love him. I shoot with the Sony a6400. I started off with the Nikon D5100. The editing programs that I use is Lightroom. That's it. I use Lightroom. In a year, I would love to have my book published. I've been really working hard on writing a book for the past 2 years and it's officially finalized, and right now I've been querying agents and trying to figure out traditional publishing. So I would love to get signed or either that or self-publish. I have a travel exhibition and I call it 30 Countries in 30 Years. It kind of takes the guest through all the different places that I've been, and maybe if they haven't seen it for themselves, they're able to experience it through my photography. Okay, well, thank you so much for listening to my story and for learning a little bit about who I am. I would not be able to do this if it wasn't for you, so I really greatly appreciate you, and I hope that you're able to follow your dreams and follow your heart. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope that you take care. Have a good one.